Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
I'm glad he shot himself because I think I would have killed him.
That reaction tonight against the suspect from the family of a man killed in yesterday's Grand Forks Walmart shooting. Good evening and thank you for joining us. 70-year-old Gregory Weiland was shot and killed. 47-year-old Lisa Braun was shot and remains in satisfactory condition at Altru Hospital. Police say 21-year-old Grand Forks Airman Marcel Willis shot both Walmart employees before taking his own life. Today, the Air Force released a statement that says, in part, the airmen of Grand Forks Air Force Base are deeply saddened by this event, and we extend our sincere condolences to the victims, their families, and everyone affected by this tragedy. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson has the latest on the shooting and reaction from family members.
Police say Airman Marcel Willis pulled up to this Walmart store in his car with two friends just after 1 a.m. Tuesday. Willis walked into the store alone and shot Greg Weiland to death and wounded Lisa Braun within 1 minute, leaving his friends dumbfounded.
They were as shocked as anybody else to learn of Mr. Willis's involvement in the incident within the Walmart. In the chaos surrounding this incident, they were actually of the impression that he was a potential victim.
Police say they still have no motive as to why Willis opened fire, and there does not seem to be any traumatic incident involving his fiancée.
I don't think there was anything that was over the top dramatic, a turning point, any type of threat that I'm going to go out and do something dramatic.
Today, family and friends gathered at Greg Weiland's Grand Forks home. His wife told me that Greg was a church-going guy and a wonderful man. Other family members also had great things to say about Greg.
He's just one in a million.
Okay. All right.
And I don't say it because he's my brother-in-law. He's there for everybody.
Okay. Any reaction to the guy responsible for this?
I'm glad he shot himself because I think I would have killed him.
I'm just so mad at the senselessness of the whole thing. And all we hear is he was such, not Greg, but the shooter, he was such a good guy. His fiance, his friends, he's such a good guy. Good guys don't kill people.
Yeah.
I want to know, was he high on something? What? Why did he do it?
It's an unanswered question that continues to hang over this senseless tragedy. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Police say autopsies of Weiland and Willis have been completed. Toxicology results to determine if Willis was under the influence of alcohol or drugs are not available yet. It's been another beautiful day in the valley. Lots of sunshine, warm temps. Let's head over to the Weather Center and Robert Hahn for a look at the forecast. Robert?
Yeah, another very warm day out there. And just like yesterday, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms across portions of the region. Today, not as numerous as yesterday. Right now, temperatures well into the 70s and even some low 80s. 82 degrees right now here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. 84 down in Sisseton. A touch cooler off towards the north with some 70s. On the radar, again, we do have a few showers and some thunderstorms. Those continue to drift off towards the north and northeast. The strongest ones just around the Carrington and just off towards the north, also approaching the Findlay area. Some showers and thunderstorms, and we'll see that chance as we head through the evening here in Fargo. Maybe an isolated shower or storm. It looks like the better chance will stay to our west and the northwest. Temperatures will remain on the warm side as we head through this evening with partly cloudy skies to mostly sunny skies. More storms possible overnight tonight and through the day tomorrow. But right now in the Fargo area, it is a very nice evening, perfect for barbecue. Let's head it out to Hutch Johnson with this week's Backyard Barbecue.
Thanks so much, Robert. We are here in North Fargo at Jennifer Garza's place, and I got to tell you, it's just a wonderful evening. You are right. And who is this that you're holding, Jennifer?
Josie.
Josie, you like barbecues, huh? And who's this? Alyssa. Yeah, she's working on a hot dog right now. I got to ask you, where did you sign up?
Fargo Cashwise.
Very good. Now, where do they keep the sign-up bucket there at Cashwise?
In the meat section.
In the meat section. Was it hard to win? Have you signed up a lot over the years?
No, this is the first time I've actually signed up.
Good. Very good. And who did you invite?
This is the whole family.
Well, wonderful. Well, it looks like we're hungry here. Things are good, getting gone through right now. Steaks are done, and we'll check back in just a few minutes, Robert. But we're off to a real good start here at the Cashwise Backyard Barbecue.
All right, thanks so much, Hutch. At least 5 cases of the dog flu have been detected in Minnesota, and the outbreak seems to have come from Detroit Lakes, according to the Minnesota Board of Animal Health. It appears the dogs were exposed to the flu when they visited Lucky Dog Boarding and Training Center. We visited that facility just 2 weeks ago when it opened back up. The center says all the dogs have recovered. It has changed its policy to ensure that the flu will not spread in the future. The addition of a future hotel and restaurant in Detroit Lakes means one unique small business will be closing its doors, torn down to make way for the new development. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop reports on how one business that introduced our region to a fun summer water sport in Lakes Country will be moving on.
The Yellow Beach Shack that sits on Westlake Drive in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, has been a water sport and clothing shop, along with a local hangout for the past 4 years. 25-year-old owner Ben Magnuson started renting out paddleboards to lakegoers in northern Minnesota, something that had never really been here before.
You know, it's cool to bring that back from Hawaii and bring it here and share, you know, our love for the lake with everybody here.
Customer Cody Kramer says he tried paddleboarding when Soul first opened and is sad the local hangout will be gone after this year.
Coming from an area with Moorhead with no lakes or anything to do, it's something easy that I can do. I don't have to carry a boat around. All I have to do is strap the board to the top or rent one from here.
This wasn't a total shock to the owner. He rents this space and says he knew it was possible the property would be sold. Not all in the area are keeping calm about Soul closing, though. We broke the news to customer Jace Ingleson. He and his friends hang out here regularly, playing sand volleyball.
That sucks, actually. Yeah, I'm mad, kind of. Jeez, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, because I come here a lot.
Soul's owners say they are sad that their business will be closing, but thankful that they had the opportunity to chase their dreams and bring one of their passions, paddleboarding, back to the area.
It's been a great opportunity just to have a business back in our hometown and share our passion for the water.
In Detroit Lakes, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Ben and his brother don't know if they'll start another business in DL, but they do plan to keep selling their sunglasses and clothing. Soul is open now until the end of summer. And they want people to still swing by during the Detroit Lake Street Fair this weekend. And if you want to meet our team, we'll be having a meet and greet at the fair this Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. And remember, this year the street fair has moved over one street due to construction on Washington Avenue. Some changes are on the way for Minnesota State Community and Technical College as it begins its $7 million renovation project to its Moorhead campus. And to celebrate the construction kickoff, the college hosted a groundbreaking ceremony. The project will add an expansion to the transportation center. The new facility will welcome its first class of students in the fall of 2016. In honor of our nation's veterans, the Department of Veterans Affairs is launching a nationwide initiative, calling it the Summer of Service. The VA wants more people to get out and volunteer. These volunteers would help with benefit and care programs and help with local events. In an exclusive interview, VA Secretary Robert McDonald says there are lots of ways to get involved.
There's cleanup opportunities. There's opportunities in our hospitals to help veterans navigate our hospitals. There's opportunities to read stories, to do all kinds of things with our veterans. And I like to think about it in my sense is, you know, what can I do for a veteran today to improve their life and to say thank you to them for the service that they gave to give us this way of life in our country.
The VA is hosting an open house across VA facilities on June 28th. For more information, we have a link at valleynewslive.com. Just click on the hot button. It's a creative lesson in learning about your roots, while at the same time lending a helping hand. Katie Bartram's fifth graders from Harwood Elementary are learning about their community by helping others. Today, the 18 fifth graders went to Marge and her husband Paul Fee's house to help out with odd jobs, things that simply needed to be done.
I think it's the most wonderful thing a person can experience. We should have more of it. This is what kids are about. And they love it. They've been digging and picking up worms, and they just have a wonderful time in that dirt. And dirt is clean. Always.
This service learning project is not only aimed at lending a hand, but also helping the young people gain a sense of understanding on what Harwood means to them as they grow up. You can help homelessness in our community simply by skipping a meal. Today, Fraser Limited is asking you to put down your fork and donate the money that would be spent on dining out to support young adults who are homeless. The donations will go toward North Dakota's first permanent supportive housing project, a case manager, and additional resources. If you would like to donate, we have that information online. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Still ahead tonight, why researchers are saying new parents may want to wait before cutting their baby's umbilical cord.
We're seeing a few isolated storms across the area right now. Later on tonight and through the day tomorrow, those storms become more numerous. When do they end, and how's the weekend looking? We'll answer those questions coming up right after this.